What's going on, everybody? Got the crazy dog back for another video, and it's that time of the week again. Game preview against the Dolphins. Now, before I move on with the preview itself, got some injury news. Corey Coleman has broken his hand during practice. MRI shows a fracture in his hand, so we'll see. If he's probably, I know he ain't playing this week. I will be surprised if he does. But, this is the time when we need the other receivers to step it up. Because Cody's going to need him to step up. I mean, Corey Coleman, it's funny. I made my hate week. I said Corey Coleman was going to have a good game. I've been thinking that he's going to have a good game this week. And this happens. Of course. Right? Of course. Of course. We're the Browns. Nothing good ever happens here. But, we still got a good running attack from what I've seen. Oh, got a tweet. Oh, whatever. Nothing related to the Browns, but we still got two decent running backs. We got Duke and Crowell, who had a pretty good game last week. We still got Gary Barnidge. We still got Terrell Pryor. Oh, they're trash. Well, we have to work with what we got until a certain receiver comes back from suspension. Which, by the way, speaking of that certain receiver, he actually had an arrest warrant issued for him today because he had missed a paternity test. A court ordered a paternity test. So I heard the NFL isn't really looking into that, so that will not affect his suspension. He's still coming back week 5, which is good. I thought, everything was looking good, and then Coleman gets hurt. Of course. He now joins Carl Nassib on in the cast club. They both have broken hands. Of course, Cameron Irving, has a bruised lung or whatever. He ain't playing this week. And then, of course, McCown and RG3 both have shoulder injuries. So, the injury bug is biting us hard this year. And it's only week 3. Oh, God. But, looking at this game, I think we can still win this game, but it's going to be hard to do. Our defense definitely has to step up to the plate, stop that running attack that, the Dolphins are going to try and establish early on in this game. They still got Jay Ajayi, Arian Foster ain't playing, and they still got Kenyon Drake, who's pretty good from what I've seen. I mean, they can, we don't want them to all of a sudden discover they have a rushing attack against us. They haven't had a good rushing attack this year so far. But, we don't want it to be against us. We don't want them to go, oh, look at that. We're running the ball really good. That would be the worst. Because then we have to worry about the running backs and then worry about the receivers. But in the past 2 games, we've really done decent. We've been pretty good on the rushing defense. We haven't been great, but we haven't been too bad. We've been preventing the long run for the most part. I think if our defense can get after Tannehill, we can win this game. If Joe Hayden can play like he did last week, we can win this game. And I think that if we can establish a rushing attack and maybe, hopefully, get Terrell Pryor a few passes and maybe even a touchdown or so, or 2 early, I think we can win this game. We got to put the pressure on Tannehill because when the pressure's on him, he makes a lot of mistakes. I mean, the dude throws interceptions like crazy. The dude could just loft the ball up and it'd go into someone else's hands. But, this is going to be a good game. Can't wait, hope the Browns can get their first win. But, gotta wait and see. It's just sad to see this happen to such a great player. I think Coleman was just starting to find his rhythm, too. But, injuries happen. So we got to live with it and move on. Next man up. Let's hope whoever steps in his place can take over and step it up. And hopefully, maybe he can score. I want to see, like, Jordan Payton. I want to see Ricardo Lewis. And I want to see what Rashard Higgins has, too. I want to see what those other 3 rookies have. in terms of talent-wise and what they can bring to this team. We didn't see too much of them in the preseason, so this is a good chance for us to see what they got when the lights are shining the brightest. So, my prediction for this game, in case you didn't know, my 3 keys, of course, get in Tannehill space, stop their running attack and their receiving core, pretty much get after them, and establish a running game early. Yeah, that's how we can win this game. And defense also has to pretty much step up as well. That's like a 3A right there. You know, I got technically 4, but 2 are tied for 3rd. So, whatever, man. Can't wait for Sunday. It's almost here. Let's go Browns. Let's get this win. You know, hopefully our guys can step it up. So anyways, I'm Crazy Dog, and I'm out. My score prediction for this game, I'm going to say Browns win in a close one. I'm going to say 28-24. Yeah, 28-24. Yeah. All right, so I'm Crazy Dog, and I'm out.